What is poppin', fam? Spanik here, coach of your Alabama Crimson Surf, and this is my WNBA week 6, I think. Yep, week 6 or 7. I'm not even sure anymore. Whatever week it is in WNBA, the league I'm kind of sucking in right now. And we are taking on 5-7 West and the Tampa Bay Mantines. He's a familiar opponent. We're in multiple leagues together. We're in this one, UTL and GBL, which I'll have my week 1 battle for that coming up. Probably it'll be up either later today or tomorrow. Probably later today, actually. As I'm recording this on Friday, and I have nothing else better to do today, so I might even record my GPL battle. Also, I'll be including PBA updates with my GPL battles. So, yeah, PBA is a Wi-Fi league I joined. I can't record for that league because I don't have a capture card. Apparently, there's a way to record DS with Homebrew, but haven't really tried to figure that out yet. So I'll be giving PBA updates with my GPL battles. Actually, I'm going to be able to upload week 2 for PBA because my opponent wants to play on Showdown. So I will be able to upload week 2 of PBA. I will upload week 2 of PBA. But but most of the games are going to be on Wi-Fi. So I'll be just giving updates with how PBA is going with my GPL battles. And I think the league's called GPL. It's the GBA mod league. I'll be including my updates from PBA battles with those. All right, so let's focus on this game right here against 5-7 West and the Mantines. His full team is right over here. He could bring Excadrill, T-Tar, Mantine, Tangrowth, Megazam, Torkoal, Crabominable, Mismag, Dragalge, Lycanroc D, and Togetic. Now, hence by the title, you could see he didn't bring JAMVAD, and that really screwed with me mentally the whole game, because I thought for sure he was going to bring JAMVAD, because Megazam has such a good matchup on my team. I thought for sure that was coming. He didn't bring it. I kind of over prepped for it too. When I go over my team, I'll show you how I over prepped for it. But yeah, I was ready for JAMVAD, and JAMVAD did not come. Looks like he's stuck at the nursing home or something. So, quick rundown of my team here. Bulky Chomp, Bulky Vape, Offensive Mega Diancie, Life Orb Weavile, and really the only heat set I have is this Blaziken. Because this is the one and only battle Blaziken was brought to for me. Because I traded it for Hitmonchan. This week was also the trade deadline in WNBA. And my team went through a massive overhaul. I have a ton of different mons from when I first drafted. Yeah, this is the trade. After this week was the trade deadline, I traded Blaziken to the Sunset Superiors for Hitmonchan, and I traded Reuniclus and Skunk Tank to the Seattle Slow Kings for Quillfish and Porygon 2. So 404 damage not found is back in Alabama, baby. So this Blaziken was really a heat set. My plan was to set up on Zam and sweep him, because Thunder Punch, Flare Blitz, High Jump Kick, and Flame Charge was Pyappa Berry. I could take any hit from Zam, Flame Charge him. I get the +1. I'm EV to outspeed Zam at +1. Any Zam at +1. Well, if he was Timid Zam, he outsped me, but that's beside the point. If he brought at Zam, which if he brought Zam, I thought that what he was gonna bring. I definitely outsped him. So then I could just do work because Flare Blitz nukes everything. High Jump Kick, he has no switch-ins. And Thunder Punch from Mantine, which as you can see, Mantine didn't come either. I thought Mantine over Togetic, to be honest. But he probably knew I was ready with some electric coverage. And I had Thunderfang on Donphan as well. But overall, I brought a more standard team, and that I don't want to say that screwed me this game. But yeah, let's see how the battle goes. I lead with Blaziken because it just nukes everything, as he leads with this Tangrowth. So he just pulls a switch into his Colorado, the Torkoal, as I just Flare Blitz, get damage on something. And he reveals me Rocky Alma Torkoal. That's bad. So I go into Donphan because what could he really do? Maybe Solar Beam, but that's whatever. I spin away his rocks that he set up. I then go into Blaziken because I don't know what this Tangrowth does, as he knocks off the Pyappa Berry, which is fine because as like I said, he didn't bring Zam. I'm just clicking Flare Blitz because it does damage to this thing. Because he has the sun up. Now I just go for a jump kick because it's gonna do more. And this thing clutch lives on one and gets off the rest. Alright, so this is not going my way so far. I go back into this because if he had Sleep Talk, he didn't have Solar Beam. So now I just EQ on the Tangrowth switch, even though that was obvious. I go back into this and sack it. I actually thought I could live that Power Whip, but he turns out to be an offensive Tangrowth, I'm pretty sure. So I go to Weavile, it threatens this thing as it goes back into Torkoal, knock off his Rocky Helmet. So now this thing can stop getting residual damage on every mon I have. I go into Diancie because he can't touch me. So I take my free Mega and I think I click Earth Power. Yeah, I click Earth Power and it does a ton to this T-Tar. I almost clicked Moonblast there, but I didn't want to. Just in case he stayed in. So he goes into this Togetic on my Earthquake. This Togetic was a pain in the ass the entire game. I go for Thunderfang and it does nothing. As he's able to heal bell up his Torkoal. So I pull a switch now into Diancie, making some aggressive plays here. He goes into this Tangrowth, which is exactly what I wanted, because Moonblast is going to do a metric ton of this thing as he misses the Power Whip. That sucks for him. He's going to pull his Chestnut out here, go into his, not Chestnut, Tangrowth. Go into this as I get an Absmin roll there. I stayed in clicking Moonblast twice because I saw that the first Moonblast did 32. And I was like, oh, I could stay in and click Moonblast again. Nope. He just murks me with the freaking Earth Power. Then he just murks me with the low rolls and then murks me with Earth Power. So that's fine. Weavile comes in here against the T-Tar. I go for a knockoff, knocking off his Smooth Rock. So now he can't do Excadrill shenanigans on me because once the sand runs out, I low kick. Weavile just picks up a nice kill here. He goes into the drill. I have the wall to this thing, and I go into it. EQs. I EV to tank EQs as he's Life Orb. Goes into this. I just EQ because I knew I stay in and click Poison Jab here because I knew I just needed damage on this Togetic. I knew that once the sand ran out, I could beat his Excadrill with my Weavile. So essentially, I just really needed damage on this Togekick. I got the poison here, but he has Heal Bell, so it really does not make a difference at all. So I'm just going to Poison Jab. I'm praying for a crit here. I'm never going to get it. Because I don't get hacks. I get haxed. So I just jab here. He roosts. Not afraid of this poison taking out his freaking Togetic. We just essentially go through this exchange of roost and jab for a good shitload of turns. Until I think I decide to make an aggressive play into Weavile here, though. Oh, no, Vaporeon. I didn't have Toxic on this Vaporeon. I think I just had Wish, Tech, Scald, Shadow Ball. Now he Heal Bells. So I had nothing to hit this Togetic with anything on my team. I'm able to get the burn there on the Scald, but this Togetic essentially just walls my entire team from here on out. And we're just going through this Togetic exchange here. Now he decides to make an aggressive switch into his not Hydreigon. What the hell is this thing? Dragalge. As he gets burned, I reveal the Shadow Ball here, and I get a Spidef drop. I'm gonna get some hacks right here, though. I'm gonna get like 3 straight Spidef drops. It's freaking insane. But that really doesn't matter because I'm just walled by his Togetic. And the T-Spikes just means that my Donphan gets poisoned on switching, along with my Weavile. Unless I'm able to get rid of these T-Spikes, which I think I am able to. If my knowledge of the game is right. So he just continues to drop Dracos on my Vaporeon. Is able to wish back up the full. This is not going to take it out after the Black Sludge. Yeah, this was overall just a pretty boring game. I'm not saying that because I do end up losing this game. I'm not saying that because I lost. It was just like nothing interesting happened. We both brought like just we both just brought like standard stuff. Nothing really overly crazy. That I brought the Payapa Blaziken, but he didn't bring the Megazam. No Nocta West at all. He's a phenomenal battler. And I'm not salty because I lost this game. Not at all. He played well. He out-prepped me. This Tangrowth was a pain in the asses. Tangrowth and Togetic were pain in the asses. But it was just a... This was just a boring game. Just for both sides, really. Oh, by the way, West also has a YouTube channel. He uploaded his side already, like a week ago, because this game happened last week. I just got around to recording it now. His game was uploaded a week ago. His channel link will be in the description below, so you should check him out. Yeah, so this was just a overall pretty boring game. I'm just gonna end up getting stalled out by this Togetic. That's essentially how this game ended up going. Yeah, I just straight up get stalled out by this Togetic. I should have saved my intro for now. Well, stuff about my other leagues. Mainly because we just go through an exchange of Thunderfang and him clicking Roost. I'm just going to speed this up a little bit. Just for I miss a Thunderfang here. He goes into Tangrowth on my vape. Essentially, I do end up just flat out losing to this freaking... I may be able to pick off the Tangrowth with Weavile. Weavile picking up 2 kills this game, so that's nice. I don't have Icicle Crash on the Weavile. If I did, I'm pretty certain I would end up winning this game. I didn't have it on the Icicle Crash because I... 4-slot syndrome. I wanted Ice Shard to pick things off. I wanted Pursuit, the Pursuit Trap Zam. I wanted Knockoff for... just Knockoff to get rid of items. And Low Kick for a T-Tar. So that's essentially the game. We're now 2-4 in WNBA. Playoff hopes looking slim with the rise of No Johns and iPro in my division. And Zorse in the... And wildcard slot, maybe not looking the best because there's 2 wildcard slots, but they're probably good. But Zorus in the other division in my conference, he's really putting together a great season. So his odds of taking that slot are looking pretty nice right now. West as well, he's also in that wildcard race. So this loss is something I didn't need. And next week we take on our division leader, No Johns and the Chicago Cub Jews. So hopefully I could pull off a surprise W in that one. I'm probably not the favorite after this. I don't want to say it's an abortion yet because I'm still thick in the playoff race. But I'm pretty sure unless Zorsh just like chokes massively, and one of iPro or No Johns just choke massively, I'm pretty much screwed. So Hispanic out. I'm just gonna try to do the best I can this season and maybe inch closer to a playoff berth and defend my title.